I'm sorry?
Are you with the press?
Sort of.
Okay.
No, not really.
Well, if
What?
you want, this is our press release, and here's a list of speakers.
Sure, absolutely.
have.
It hasn't started yet?
What?
It hasn't started yet?
No, it starts at 1 o'clock.
Oh, I see. And what is it? What's it about?
We're protesting U.S. intervention and sanctions in Venezuela.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
And what's the U.S. involvement in Venezuela?
Well, I mean, it's been going on for many years, but right now what the U.S. is trying to do, because Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the world, so the U.S. is trying to gain access to these oil reserves for profit. And so they're trying to overthrow the democratically elected leader, Nicolas Maduro, and they're trying to replace him with another person, Juan Guaido, who's basically a puppet of the U.S. And so that's what we're protesting. Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the main what's going on.
I see.
It's not to the war in Venezuela.
Why was she
intervention.
Why was she taken away from me?
Oh no, she's
Sorry.
Okay,
Yes.
no problem.
Do you have any questions or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a little bit confused.
Sure.
I mean, I was following a little bit the obviously situation with Venezuela, Latin America. In fact, I do business with Brazil, for instance.
Yes.
But when you say that the oil has been kind of exploited in Venezuela, I mean, my understanding is that Venezuela has been exporting oil to the United States forever, essentially, and even now, it's exporting its oil, no matter the regime. So what changed? What's the U.S. pressure or involvement in?
Well, the U.S. has placed sanctions
What kind of sanctions?
on the. Are you recording, by the way?
Let me see. I think it is recording. You don't mind, right?
I prefer not to be recorded,
Oh.
but what was your question?
It's
I'm confused about
what?
what you're asking.
No, it's just what kind of sanctions does the U.S. impose on Venezuela?
Just general economic sanctions that prevent countries from buying oil from Venezuela.
But Venezuela
Like Brazil, for
sells
instance.
oil directly to the states. Even today, it has been selling oil under Maduro, under Chavez. It never stopped selling oil to the U.S.
Is
So,
that true?
They were stopped. But you know who's getting all the profits now?
well, the PDSVA,
No,
which is the company in Venezuela.
The company now is in control of the U.S. government.
From what I know, that's the case. Citgo, you know, Citgo.
The Citgo, right.
Yeah,
right.
who does
they
it
They
bel-
had the refinery right here.
But who does Citgo belong to?
Belongs to the state of, belongs to Venezuela.
The state of Venezuela,
But
exactly.
the money,
Uh-huh.
$30 billion
Uh-huh.
has been controlled by the U.S.
How so?
Even the money in England too.
That's
You know,
that's not the
It's
case.
It shouldn't be.
Imported in
It
the
shouldn't be.
bank.
Yeah.
Well, it goes directly to Maduro.
No,
it
not.
doesn't.
It does.
Not anymore. Not anymore. No, sir.
It has been like that.
No, not anymore.
You don't think so?
That's why this is happening.
I see. So what do you suggest that we do with Venezuela? I mean, America does with Venezuela. Stop buying oil or
No,
what?
we need to lift sanctions. If the U.S. is
Uh-huh.
truly interested in helping humanitarian aid,
Uh-huh.
they would lift sanctions, which have been crippling the economy.
So-
It's counterintuitive and it's hypocritical.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, when we talk about the sanctions, what if, let's say, sanctions were imposed on the United States? Do you think that the U.S. economy would collapse?
Well, the U.S. economy is not the economy of Venezuela. You can't make that comparison. It's completely different.
Let's say if
Different
the
history,
sanctions
different
were
superpower.
imposed on Switzerland, do you think this?
We're not talking about Switzerland. We're talking about Venezuela. We're not talking
No,
about
I understand,
any other country.
but generally speaking, I mean, do you think that there's an economic blockade of Venezuela, or the
Yes,
country?
that's
Do you
what it
think
is.
so?
Exactly.
It's-
No, I don't think so.
We know,
That's
we
a
know,
fact.
we know, we know.
It's not my
There's
opinion.
sources on the internet. Yeah, you can rely.
And why would America do that? Why would America impose
The
sanctions?
US government.
Just being the devil's advocate, you know.
Same reason we went into Iraq and every other region in the world to gain access to their oil for
But
profit.
that's the thing. We have been buying oil from Venezuela ever. I mean, we're still buying oil today. We never stopped buying oil. In fact, I just read the other day that we increased fivefold the purchases of oil from Venezuela.
We what?
And just increased the purchases of Venezuela's oil by like 5 times.
Where did you read that?
Oh, well, one of the publications.
Yeah, I have
I think
not
New
read
York
that.
Post or something like that.
Yeah, and also, like I said, they can even buy, but if
You have to
the
look at where the
government,
money is going.
exactly, it's about the
Even
money.
if someone is buying oil.
It goes to Venezuela's government.
No,
That's what's
not
confusing.
Anymore. Not anymore.
Okay, was it going to Venezuela's government under Chavez?
Under Chavez.
Yeah, was it going to Venezuela's government?
Well,
Yes,
the
for a
sanctions-
It
while.
was. And
For a little bit.
when did it stop?
What do you mean, when did it stop?
Well, money going to Venezuela's government. You said it was going to Venezuela's government a little bit, and then it stopped, right?
This, like you say, some economic sanctions, especially now that they have
No,
these
but wait.
puppets.
When you say, hold on. When you say there is sanctions meaning the United States stopped buying oil, or
No,
if it,
no, I stopped.
if it
No,
did
that's not
not
what I'm
buying oil,
No,
the
I
money
stopped
stopped going to Venezuela's government. So, at which point do you think money stopped going to Venezuela's government?
At which point?
Right.
I mean, there's not a specific point to point to. It's an ongoing process.
Okay, was it going to Venezuela's government under Chavez? He was in power, what, for 12 years or so, 10, 12 years? Was it going to Venezuela's government back then for 10 or 12 years?
Yeah, and then I mean, the problem also is that the price of oil dropped.
But nobody
So that
controls
affected the
nobody
economy.
controls the price of oil.
Here,
I just want to grab
Sure.
a stack. of
Tony,
these.
he doesn't know about the sanctions on Venezuela.
he's saying.
No, I'm just
Wait, let me
I'm
explain
confused.
what
Sure,
he's
sure.
saying. So he's saying that the U.S. has been purchasing oil from Venezuela for many years, and that the profits are going.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
still
the
buying oil.
profits- And that they're still buying oil, and that the profits are going to the government of Venezuela.
No, not
No.
anymore. There's a blockade
And
now.
his question.
So when
is-
did it stop,
His question
right?
is, when did this stop? When did this profit
Very
stop
recently.
going?
Well, it's been over the last year, the Trump administration put sanctions on Venezuela about a year ago,
Uh-huh.
and there's been a slow rationing up over the years.
Uh-huh.
So, and then after the January 23rd announcement by Guaido,
Uh-huh.
they tightened it even further, and it's almost
So
a
it's
near
only
total.
exacerbated in the past
Yeah, it's a
couple
near
of.
total blockade.
Uh-huh.
They stole their gold out of the London bank. They're taking over Citgo. Citgo is the U.S. Subsidiary
Right.
of PDVSA.
Right.
They took it over. They just kicked all the people from Venezuela out
But
and installed
okay,
U.S. people.
fine. But you're talking about the Trump presidency. That's when it stopped. But it seems like Venezuela has been in trouble economically for a number of years, over a decade. No. Way
No, I
before
wouldn't-
Trump, under
no,
Obama, for
no,
instance.
that's
No.
not true. That's not true.
No. Okay.
The shortages in stores didn't happen until around 2014 or 15.
And you also have to
That
look
was-
at who is
yeah.
controlling the distribution of these very specific food items.
I'm going to hand this to somebody I saw. I'll come
Okay,
right back.
sure. We gotta go because we're
Sure.
starting soon, I think.
Okay,
But-
no problem.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
What
De
is-
nada.
What's your name?
Vladimir.
Vladimir?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Thank
See,
you.
see, the thing is, I lived in the USSR, so I lived in the system like that. In my mind, to be
I
honest
would
with
say
you,
it's different, but
well,
I
socialism
don't
is
like
social.
to make. No, it's not. It depends.
So there are different types of
countries.
socialisms.
Yes, of course. Just like there are
Really?
different types of capitalism. Of course, every system is different.
Okay.
I wouldn't compare the Soviet Union to every single government that has called itself socialist throughout history. I think that's an oversimplification.
Okay, let's assume that that's the case. But
But
the
if
end,
you want to get into an ideological argument, that's a whole other story.
do you mind? Because
Well, I
that's
gotta
an
go and
interesting.
do this
I
stuff,
see.
but I would if I had more time.
Okay,
Thank
sure,
you.
sure, my pleasure.
care.
Anytime. Uh-huh.
Talk to the police. That's why they're opening it up. Do you have a YouTube channel, by the way?
Why are you asking?
Because I thought you did for some reason. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen your videos before.
Oh, you did? Really?
Yes, I
Oh,
have.
fantastic.
Yes.
All right. Did
so
you like them?
No, I mean I know what you do, but I just wanted to ask you because I wasn't sure because I've
Oh, I
seen
see.
you before, yeah. You-
They're good. They're popular, no?
yes, they are very popular.
Okay.
You spoke to my husband before, the Romanian guy. That's my husband.
Oh, that's your husband,
Yes,
really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so interesting. Ha, who knew?
Yeah. Anyway,
It's kind of, you know what? Honestly, he kind of surprised me a lot. I would expect,
I
you
know.
know,
He told me that you were surprised by him.
I mean, absolutely. Coming from Romania, from Ceausescu regime, you know, I came from USSR, as I mentioned before.
Yes.
How can you support, you know, the regime that was a totally inhumane, murdered so many people?
I mean, it makes sense.
Really? You don't know.
So you mean Trump? Yeah, I've been killing a lot of people.
Well, do you think it was? How is Trump killing people? Seriously.
So you don't think so?
Well, how?
I
Give
mean,
me.
if you don't know these simple
wait.
things.
But give me an example.
That's okay. Thank you. No. Of course, he's innocent. Trump.
I just
It's
wanted
a
to
ni-
ask
nice-
you about
nice
that
guy.
because I recognize you. That's why.
Oh, I see. You did. I'm so popular. Who knew? What do you selling, making humane society, making money? That's good.
I'm not selling them though. All of our donors get T-shirts from the society.
Well, which is kind of the same as selling. You know, just in different wording. Because what is selling? I give you something like a piece of paper, right? Then I give you something in exchange. I'm not selling. I'm just. What? Maybe not today. Because I believe in capitalism and actual market economy. I actually better word capitalism. Market economy. That's what they should call it. Market economy. It's a market, right? I offer you something. I offer you something in exchange. It's a market. Right?
Perfect.
Perfect. These people don't believe in that though. They believe in socialism. There's no market in socialism.
I got really scared. Like they crowded around me, so I was like, oh my God.
Oh, so you're not part of it. Oh, I see. Oh, I was like, maybe you're part of it. Yeah, it is. It is scary. I'm telling you, it is. Because these people, they're unhinged, really unhinged.
No, I understand their feeling, how they feel.
See,
but
feelings.
at the same time,
Feelings. That's the funny thing. Feelings. What about the facts? He's from Pakistan.
I know.
They don't believe in charity, you know. America is the most charitable country in the whole world. I mean, really.
I beg to differ.
It is, by the numbers.
The UK is the most charitable.
No,
Yes.
no, look at the numbers. I was checking the numbers. Per capita and in total, we're by far the most charitable country on earth. You know who is one of...
Facts are wrong a bit.
Well,
I'll give it to you.
check it one more time. You know which country is the least charitable, or one of the least charitable countries in the whole world? China. China. They don't care about their own people, and there's a reason why. They had socialism. This got, you know, the system these guys are for. They think that it's going to be the government will be taking care of you. It's so far removed from reality. And I'm saying that because maybe I didn't tell you that I'm from USSR. I'm from that system, so I know. I lived it. USSR, the country that doesn't exist anymore. Well, anyway, good luck. Good luck
you.
with this. This is a noble cause. I'm glad you're not part of that. See ya.
Thank you so much. Sir.
Publish a video about this? Is that what you're doing?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll watch it.
Okay, good. Do you want to talk more, maybe?
What?
Do you want to talk more before you leave?
No, it's okay
No.
because we're leaving right now. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't live in the city, do you?
I live a little bit upstate in Rockland County. About
it's quite a schlep.
40 minutes north of here.
So you're taking public transportation or you're driving?
I drove and then I took the train, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a good idea. All right. Send me your comments. Send me your comments. Okay, good.